Just a freebie today.
All right, cool. I'm ready to go. Yeah, I'm recording.
Time you first showed up. Jesus, cats. So just give me an idea of what you've been doing in the past couple of days. Let's just go right on the list in roll 20.
So that would be me first, is it?
Yes.
That would be Gruunaash, yes.
Okay. In respect to Gruunaash, he's had a lot to think about. Is seeing where the technique has gone. He's been having a lot of second thoughts, a lot of doubts, and because of that, he's not focused so much on his practicing. He's more focused on meditating, and it's most of the time he's spent it at the temples, just
Like,
taking
which
time to
temples,
himself.
though? There's kind of a lot.
Well, did he find one in relation to Valiadel?
Um, there's a good chance, because the city is very cosmopolitan, but I will need you to roll some sort of investigation check to see if you can locate it.
Investigation, yes?
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
It turns out most of the elves around here are of the green elf variety, and they don't really care to tell you anything about the sea elves' weird wind gods.
Then I guess most of his time is just spent quietly meditating unless he gets pulled into something else. Just meditating by himself in his room.
Well, you could roll a perception check.
Uh, sure. Not much better.
Oh dear. Well,
Yeah.
you
That
are
that I
at
would put
least
down. Sorry.
you are at least successful in finding a green park in the city. Unfortunately, you found one that's in kind of a dirty neighborhood, and it's kind of crowded. There's drug dealers. There's um, purse snatchers running through the park. They're making a lot of noise and making a lot of ruckus. So it's not exactly the most peaceful place you've ever been to.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a place he'd stick around in. So yeah, again, he's too lost in his thoughts to actually find the place that he's looking for. So he just meditates in his room, keeps to himself.
All right. Well, don't forget to pay 2 days for your renting the inn or renting the room.
And for the first time, I'd have to do that. Right. What's
It depends on how much money you're willing to spend. A gold is basically middle of the road, so it's like a gold a day.
I could do that easily enough. So I'll do
Yeah.
that.
And the advantage there is that you're less likely to be disturbed in your room as well.
Yeah. Okay. 2 gold for 2 days.
Yeah. Lifestyle expenses modest is on page 157 of the player's handbook.
Yep.
So, Gruunaash is in complete downtime mode. What is Aurelia up to?
Um, Nothing in particular. I don't know. I mean, I think she, talking to Serial and then myself talking to Julia out of character. I was thinking that Aurelia probably would actually take the job to infiltrate the Adventurers Guild, as it were. Depending on what the rest of the party wants to do. But I don't know. I kind of thought that was going to be the next thing. I didn't really plan any other downtime activities.
All
You
right.
could always discuss with the party members as part of the downtime.
Well, you can
Well,
always,
except half the party's not here.
I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's fair. And I do have something unrelated planned for what's going to happen today. So you don't need to worry about getting right
Okay.
on that. But there is one thing that does happen to you on your second day in Okar, which is that while you're on the streets, you get recognized. There's an elf in mage robes waving you down.
All right.
And when he gets close, he says, well, hello there. You must be Princess Aurelia, yes?
That is correct.
I knew it. Your hair gives you away, you know. And it's not dyed.
Nope.
That is your natural hair color.
It is indeed.
I see. That makes sense then. Not to get right down to business, but some mutual acquaintances of ours.
Sorry, did I miss it, or did this guy just not introduce himself at all?
Oh, how rude of me. I am Magus Emeritus Lorum.
Lorum?
Yes.
Okay.
I used to teach at the university here, but I've since retired and I now pursue my own research projects. And that is, in fact, why the mutual acquaintances of ours pointed me in your direction. They seem to think you had a problem that I could solve. And, well, let me ask you, your elven parent, do you know who they are or where they live?
No, I know. All I know about my mother is what I was told by my father, which is not very much.
I see.
I have vague memories of her as well from when I was young, but that's all.
Not enough to go on, apparently.
No.
But I believe that I could help you in at least some respects. And he pulls out this little piece of paper and he unfolds it. And you see that he's got 4 illustrations of elves who seem to be very color coordinated. Kind of weird. But there's a green one.
Fashion elves.
And there's a yellow one. And there's a blue one. And there's a red one. And the red one seems to be about the same kind of red as your own hair.
All right.
Do you recognize any of these? You said you had vague memories of your mother. Do any of these colored elves seem to ring any bells for you?
Well, I assume they do out of character, but I don't know if you want me to roll something.
I'm not going to ask for a roll. I'm going to ask you to use as a player at your judgment as to whether that would make sense.
Yes, I think I do. I mean, I don't have a lot of very clear memories, but certainly the red one does look like that might be the sort of elf that my mother is. I'm not sure about the others. I may have seen them.
Well, let me ask you this. When you heard that we were called the Green Elves, were you disappointed that we weren't actually green?
No, I wouldn't have expected you to be actually green.
Well, that makes it a little bit more fuzzy, but I am fairly certain.
Well, I have. I mean, if your question is about what I think of elves, I mean, you have to remember I've met many elves besides my mother. So if she's some unusual type of elf, that doesn't necessarily mean that I would assume that other groups of elves would be like her. I am. There are elves. There are many elves that well, not many, but there are a decent number of elves that live in my principality and so on.
Well, that may help explain it, but what I'm getting at is that your mother may have been what we call the Eldarin.
Okay. Should I roll to see if Aurelia knows what that is?
Well, sort of the concept of your background is that you don't, so...
Well, it could be that she's heard of that but doesn't know enough about them to make the connection, is my thinking. But
well, if
I'll leave it up to you.
Well, considering your background, I'm going to say roll Arcana, and if you beat a 20, the name is familiar.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, so no.
Give me one of those days today, then.
Sorry, what was that?
Don't mind me.
But yes, Eldarin are from the Feywild, a near plane, as I like to call them. Very similar to our own, but different in important respects. The Feywild has no night and no day, always in some sort of eternal twilight. It is infinite in size and scope, rather than being finite, such as the ball we are standing on at the moment. And it is where the Mother Tree got the idea for elves in the first place.
I see. So you're saying that these... isn't it... character, isn't it Eladrin? Or is it... Or are you deliberately making it...
Isn't that how I pronounced it? Or
No.
Well, you said Eldarin. I wasn't sure if you were doing that intentionally or...
I got the A and the D switched around there.
Okay.
So yeah, Eladrin.
Yes. So you're saying these Eladrin aren't actually elves?
Well, it's a bit complicated, but well, if a dwarf seems like a short human, then an elf seems like a smaller, less impressive Eladrin.
So you're saying that all elves are just pale imitations of these Eladrin?
Well, I certainly wouldn't say that. The Mother Tree did quite right by us, I would say. But
so that would mean if this is true, and my mother's one of these, that would mean that I'm not actually half elf.
Well, you're near enough for all intents and purposes. But
all right. Well, is there some way to confirm this, or some way for me to go to the Feywild?
I mean, as elves, we're able to focus. For instance, the Eladrin are rather taken by their own chaotic natures. They switch between moods and seasons on a daily whim. I mean, the 4 illustrations I have here, all of these could be the same individual on different days. He's you kind of wounded his pride there.
Yeah. Well, Aurelia was mainly thinking about what she would say to Sariel if this turned out to be true.
You're gonna have to keep it to yourself for the moment.
Mm-hmm. All right. So is there some way to confirm this, or to visit the Feywild, or how?
Confirming it, I would say the vast amount of evidence is in your hair. No elf of this plane of existence has hair that red.
Really? Are you sure?
Absolutely. I've devoted a lifetime to studying this sort of thing.
Wow.
As for getting to the Feywild, well, doing that, you simply need to ask a wizard powerful enough to know the spell that transfers them between planes. But if you're looking for your mother, that may be a little more difficult. You do remember how I said the plane is infinite in size, yes?
Right. Yes, I did get that, but I do have one thing that could possibly help. I'm not certain. Maybe it wouldn't, but I don't know if you remember this, Bobbin, but when I rolled that for like a random heirloom or whatever.
Oh, I remember.
Okay. I thought you probably would, but so I guess Aurelia will take off her necklace and open up the little container that she keeps the deed in, and show it to this guy and see if he knows anything about it.
Well, he unfolds the paper. He casts a quick detect magic spell, and then his eyes widen. Oh my. Have you shown this to anyone else?
No one with any knowledge of these affairs.
Well, I know that at least some of the archdruids know about the Eladrin. It's not exactly a hushed-up secret. It's just not really the focus of their attentions up north.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, are you saying that they would know more?
Well, not more than me. But this has the touch of the planar on it. It's definitely from another plane, presumably the Feywild. But it's not complete. You could not have just used this to zap yourself off to the Feywild. To travel the planes without the use of magic, that spell I mentioned, you need two things: a key and a portal. This is a key. You would need to find the portal. And I'm afraid the key itself has no real clues as to where that portal may be found. But I imagine it wouldn't be very far from your father's castle.
I suppose. I mean, that would make sense. I know that my father said that my mother would, leave for extended periods of time.
Well, I imagine it wouldn't have been spent necessarily traveling to your principality.
Right. I meant more that if she could have traveled back and forth to the Feywild from nearby, that would explain why she left. I'm agreeing that it would make the most sense if it were somewhere nearby.
Yes. And no offense to your own personage, but Well, if it weren't near your principality, your mother may have found someone else who was closer.
Mm-hmm. I mean, before I was born, I'm sure you mean. Afterwards, I'd say she had a pretty good reason.
Well, yes. It's just that, like I said, the Eladrin are very ruled by their emotions. For them
and what emotion is stronger than a parent's love for their child? So that's all that needs to be said about it. Thank you.
I see I'm stepping on toes here. I will keep the rest to myself. But, well, as for getting to the Feywild, I'm afraid that my help has run out. I mean, you're free to contact me, and he provides you with a little piece of paper that has his address on it. But you will need to compensate me further. Apparently, you did our mutual acquaintances a favor, and this is them paying their accounts.
All right. I suppose I can't begrudge you that. Do you mean compensate you in monetary terms, or more on a favor type of basis?
Oh, I certainly take money. Researching the planes does not come cheap, I'm afraid. But I also need tasks that need doing, in case you are interested in alternate means of payment. But I'm afraid I've got no more time to spare today. Good day, lady.
All right. Well, thank you.
And off he goes.
Well, that was enlightening. And now Aurelia knows about as much as I do, so I can stop pretending.
Oh, okay.
So what's Lake been up to?
Well, with the recent revelations and the things Lake knows that they have not told the rest of the party yet, they kind of want to research the kind of angel that Coral is, since in their binging, Lake kind of realized Coral is connected to that particular thing that happened, and I don't know why I'm being coy about it. Lake had a dream. He hasn't told the rest of the party. They haven't told the rest of the party yet. There's trust issues.
All right. Well, here's the problem: is that the biggest authorities in the city on angels and celestials are in the holy city.
Prep. I mean, it's not like I'm exactly banned from going there, right? I could just go in and just try to avoid the guy who's claiming to be my dad.
Yeah, but the guards know you on sight at this point.
What do you mean claiming to be your dad?
Listen, I have theories.
Wait, out of character or in character?
Yes.
I mean, surely out of character, you realize that he's your dad.
I'm actually not completely sold on that out of character.
Okay.
But
that's.
anyway,
I mean, it's incredibly obvious, but okay. Sure.
Anyway, so, all right.
Let's just see where this goes.
Okay. So if I go up that way, the guards are probably going to escort me to Podaris.
Well, they're not necessarily, but they're certainly going to let him know that you're in town.
All right, yeah, let's go. I'll suck it up. Maybe it'll be less embarrassing and not in front of all of my friends.
I do like that all of you decided to go with him for that.
Yeah, not embarrassing at all. Thanks, guys. But yes, I will go that way. And I will tell the guards, just like, please keep this on the down low. Please, me a solid.
Roll persuasion.
Okay. That's actually something I'm good at, so hopefully I won't roll like garbage. Persuasion. Yes!
Well, damn. Well, you're effectively like half angel to these guys, so they're like, okay, yeah, we'll do that.
Thank
We'll do
you.
exactly what you said just now.
Thank you. Also, can you direct me to, I guess, a library? I'm trying to research my great grandfather. I'm gonna be a little less asshole-ishy about it towards these guys, even though I don't. Well, like I actually do believe that, but
Well, one of them will escort you to the city's library.
Wait, so is your theory that this guy's not your father? He's actually like your uncle?
no. My theory is that he's. I don't know exactly what it is, but I don't think he's my dad.
Why wouldn't he be though? He looks just like you.
Yeah, and do you know how many ways there are, both magically and non-magically, to make it look like you're related to somebody?
What would his motivation be to pretend to be your dad?
That's... Listen, you're talking to somebody who has extreme trust issues brought by years of abandonment.
No. I get why Lake would doubt it, why Lake would be suspicious. That makes sense. I don't understand why you, out of character, are saying it, because it's very obvious that he is your dad.
It has something to do with the dream. Let's just put it that way.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I suppose I can see where you would get that impression.
Yep.
And yes, I am sabotaging him. So don't think that me giving him dreams is all in his favor. Just trust me on that.
Yeah. There's
The one thing he trusts is the one thing he shouldn't.
No, oh God, Blake does not trust the Mother Tree at all. Again, trust issues. Anyway, I go to the library and I start trying to research Coral, see if I can find out what kind of angel he is, and therefore if I can find out like strengths and weaknesses and such.
It's Coriel, by the way.
Oh, Coriel.
Three syllables.
Coriel. Okay.
And well, roll religion with advantage.
Okay. Advantage, which is good because my religion is kind of crap.
Your religion is non-existent.
I mean, it's better than having a negative.
Well, the plus, here's the good news. You find out that there's actually a few books about Coriel because of, what he did for the Empire. It was kind of a big deal. And here's the bad news. Most of the books only talk about him in relation to what he did to the Empire.
So no books about his glorious battles and like near misses and such.
Oh, there are books about his glorious battles, and specifically that one glorious battle where he defeated the dwarves. But well, aside from him being obviously righteous, obviously good, obviously in favor of the Empire, and yes, it doesn't sound biased at all.
Oh, okay, I get where you're going with that. All right, like just kind of shit. Okay, this is all history's written in by the winners, I guess. Okay.
You're kind of in the winner's sanctum sanctorum too. So.
Yeah, they wouldn't make him look bad.
Like maybe there were books that go into more detail. Maybe they're books that are more nuanced, but with a 10, you just don't find them.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But
All
let me
right.
go on break quickly because the cats are very hungry
Okay.
and keep bugging me. Talk amongst yourselves.
Okay. So yeah, Lake has trust issues, which is why they have not told anybody about the dream, because it's if it doesn't involve them, then they don't see a reason why to tell anybody. And I don't know where I was going with the second one. I guess it's just the one point.
The part of me is kind of curious how Lake and Gruunaash are when it comes to interacting with each other at this point, because
Let's put it this way: Lake probably trusts Gruunaash the most out of anybody in the party, but they still think that if push came to shove, Gruunaash would push Lake aside in a heartbeat to save their own ass.
yeah, that makes sense. I mean, there's in terms of how long they've known each other, I guess that's still.
Oh no, it doesn't even matter how like Lake had, like I said, extreme abandonment issues.
Yeah.
That is actually the character flaw for the personality trait stuff. Is that I will never fully trust anyone other than myself. So this includes Gruunaash. This includes the mother tree. Oh my god, Lake does not trust the mother tree at all.
Yeah, I probably need to figure out what I'm gonna do with my one. I mean, he has a weakness for alcohol, and so far he's managed to try and keep himself on the level, like not go overboard. So might need to rethink that one at some point.
I also have an idea of what I want to do for the second day, but I don't know which of the two things I want.
I'm back. So
Okay.
how have you decided to sabotage the campaign?
So the second I think Lake's only going to do that like research for the first day, and once they realize that that there's really no books that they can find that like are more nuanced about Aurelia, then the second day what they want to do is there anybody in town who would be able to enchant my staff to like teleport to me if it were to ever be separated from me, like on the when they knocked me out and took me on the boat and they took all our stuff. I want to be able to just like hold my hand out and recall it back to me.
Well, the short answer is yes. And the first person you ask on the street points you towards the university.
All right, I go to the university.
All right. What would be a good navigation roll to avoid getting lost?
I guess survival, but I also have a thing for my from my features. City secrets can travel twice as fast through urban areas as normal during non-combat. So I'm guessing I'm actually pretty good at navigating cities.
Isn't that the one where you can easily navigate them and don't easily get lost, or am I thinking of something else?
You might be thinking of like Outlander, because that's basically the same thing, but in the wilderness. And they specifically have a thing about you knowing general directions and always which way is north.
Yeah, but like I know cities pretty well, so could I at least get like advantage on that roll, I guess?
Yeah. Roll survival and do so with advantage.
Okay. 20.
There you go. You follow the smoke, the plumes of smoke, to what must be the foundry and enchantment section of the university. And they are very much not impressed with the person who is still presumably wearing tattered clothing and no shoes.
So I go up to them and I hold out the branch of the mother tree and I say, "Is there any way you can enchant this so that if I were to like speak a command word or something, just to recall it into my hand?"
Sure. Is there any way you could afford it?
Probably. How much would it be?
Okay, they are not at all impressed. So persuasion to let them know that you're actually kind of loaded.
No. Actually, it's 25.
You reach down for your pouch. You pull open the top. You just sort of pull out a handful of gold and let it rake down through your fingers.
Yeah. Just don't judge a book by its cover, dipshits.
You rolled so well, they're going to ignore that. All right. Well, so I know that there are. Well, there has to be a magic item of returning in one of these books, but I cannot find it. So it's going to take a few. They will need a few days to enchant the staff.
Okay, can I get like a backup staff?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of from a tree that is hundreds of miles away.
Yeah. No. I just meant like, did they in particular just like have a shitty staff lying around that I could use it in the downtime?
Well, you would not be able to use it as a focus for your spells.
Oh, okay. That is fair enough. All right, so go ahead with what you were saying.
That's why I was saying that we should just put a pin in this.
Put a pin in it.
And I will, message you with details on the costs and the time involved later.
All right, cool. And
because,
go ahead.
Yeah, you get some preliminary negotiating done, but you are kind of, worried about the fact that your one-of-a-kind staff would have to be out of your hands for a few days.
Yeah, she doesn't like that a lot. She doesn't like it when it's out of my hand for a couple minutes.
Also, the whole, angry granddad thing.
Yeah.
So you decide to sleep on it, and the next morning is when something happens.
Okay.
So, the way it starts out is you hear a siren blaring. And it seems like it's coming out of the tops of all of the little lampposts in town. And immediately after the siren goes on for like a good half of a minute before a voice comes on, also seemingly emitted from the lampposts. It says, "Warning, warning, Class Winter. This is not a drill. Warning, return to your shelters. Adventurers, go to your stations. Repeat, this is a Class Winter."
The fuck's a Class Winter? Why is it waking me up?
Do we know what stations it could possibly be talking about?
Well, when you just look out onto the streets, whether you're on the streets or whether you're still in your rooms, you can see that basically everybody is hurrying off in different directions. People in sort of motley armor and are running along with guards to places unknown, but for the most part, the civilians are ducking into their homes or ducking into to the nearest forms of shelter that they can reach. But well, when I say ducking into them, they seem strangely casual. Like they're not in a terrible hurry.
Oh, it's like a fire drill at school.
Well, except it said that this is not a drill.
Yeah, but I mean that's just a kind of general like reaction.
Should they regularly do drills that involve clearing the streets of a city? Because that's pretty fucking weird.
Mm-hmm. And well, would any of you be on the streets at this moment? It's fairly early in the morning, but it's late enough that the sun is fairly a decent ways up into the sky at this point.
If it's a
Gruunaash,
decent way into the sky, then yeah, I'd probably actually be out on the street and not like just waking up.
Yeah, past breakfast, not noon.
yeah, Gruunaash can be like, not again, and would be out in the streets just asking the nearest person he could, what's going on? What's going on? Where's the threat?
The threat? Well, it's a winter. Hey, do you know what day it is? You know, day of the week.
Who's day?
Shrug.
I was right. The pot is mine. And the guy just what goes on to the shelter.
The fuck is with these people?
I wish I knew. Now I'm confused.
They're so weird.
Okay, Aurelia's just gonna ask someone what class winter means.
Oh, crap. I knew this, but I think it's flying type. Yeah.
Flying type what?
Foes.
Okay.
How
So the
long
city's
is it-
under attack? Not very long, that's why I'm asking.
That explains it. Yeah, this happens like 2-3 times a month.
The city gets attacked
Yeah.
by just random people? Well, why?
Well, it probably depends on which one it is. Some of them just shout their booming excuses out to the sky. You get to hear it then. Some of them just keep it to themselves. Always ends the same way, though.
Okay. Well, if it's a flying type, then like cast fly on himself and then uses their pearl of power on themselves, so that way they don't expend a spell slot, and they just start floating up.
Okay, well, that gets you a good view of the fact that there is a massive, very vertical, very pointed, covered in towers, a fortress floating down from the sky. A good chunk of stone is underneath, serving as kind of a foundation for it too. And accompanying it are a bunch of, well, really the best way to describe it is like flying spiders. But I mean, it doesn't have 8 limbs, but it's got that big bulbous thorax. It's got a bunch of long tendril-like arms or maybe legs coming out the front. There's one big one, and it's got legs pointed forwards and backwards. Then there's a bunch of smaller ones that are flanking it in 3 dimensions, no less. And they've got all of their tendrils are pointed forward.
The fuck is that? Can I roll Arcana to see what the fuck that is?
Yeah, and everyone, you got a clear view of the sky, but everyone can see that, so everyone can roll. And it is Arcana.
Okay. Great at it, but nope.
Oh wow!
Okay.
Not expecting that one.
What the fuck?
I don't know. What?
Well, Gruunaash, all of your knowledge comes from experience and apparently a very weird childhood. Because in this case, well, you kind of always thought he was lying, but your dad once told you a story about how he fought a bunch of giant a bunch of evil spider eels in flying ships that would cruise around and try and capture people on the ground. You take them as slaves, in fact. And your father, according to his story, fought them off single-handedly and broke one of their ships.
I'm probably just repeating myself at this point, but I just to himself, Gruunaash goes, "Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me."
Are they at least Are they less than 300 feet away?
Oh no, they are falling down out of from behind the sun. They are hundreds and hundreds of feet away.
Okay.
By the time you see them, and in fact, they are very quickly. They are not alone, because, and you guys knew this. I failed to mention this, but you guys would know this. Okar has its own airships. Not many, but a few. And all of them are rising out of the city and approaching the enemy fleet. And in fact, Lake, you are not alone, because other adventurer types are floating out of the city and just screaming right off for these enemy ships, like fist forward, Superman pose and everything.
Dorks. I say that out loud.
One of them flips you the finger.
I guess I go and follow them.
Well, before you do, you hear a booming voice. And, what does he say first? Greetings, you simpering cattle of the hegemonic elite.
I like this guy already.
I do too, actually.
I, Lucindus Crowell, formerly of this pathetic university, have returned. I and my new you thought you were rid of me when you forced me to leave, because I dared speak to things that you thought were best left alone. But now I and my new allies have returned to wreak my unutterable vengeance upon this city that rejected me.
Oh my god, we're in the middle of a comic book. I love this. And I mean, Blake looks down to his companions and goes, I don't know, that guy seems kind of cool to me, actually.
No, I still want to kind of punch him.
I mean, fair, I guess.
Well, actually, before you can decide to float further up, you hear some screaming nearby.
I look in that direction, I guess.
I start running to that direction.
Well, you see a bunch of tiny spider eel things crawling around the buildings, crashing into windows, breaking open doors, and pulling out the poor people inside.
Those dorks were so concerned about the big threats that they left at the ground. Okay, whatever. Look.
Yeah,
Let's save the people because these guys don't know how to defend a fucking city.
Well, you do see actually that this is happening in all directions, and that ground-based adventurers are dealing them in most directions. Looks like to your southwest, you can see a group that does not seem to be opposed as of yet.
Hey guys, southwest, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
I just go in a straight line because I'm flying.
Yeah, I mean, Aurelia was going to be content to leave these jerks to defend their own city, but obviously if they're,
Well, no, these
I
folks
mean,
will
getting
come along.
those
attacked.
guys are
No.
gonna probably get enslaved, and like as much as I hate the city,
Yeah,
I also hate
well,
slavery
if you
more.
could
So.
if you could let me finish, that's what I was saying. So she's obviously not going to sit by and let people, innocently get attacked. So
All right. Well, when you rush down an alleyway, this is what you see. You should now be jumped to the next map.
Yep.
Okay, I'm 120 feet in the air, by the way.
All right. Well, the little guys here, they are actively crawling in and around the buildings they're next to, but below them, standing right in the street, is one that seems to be bigger and is coordinating their actions. They're speaking in what must be their native tongue, and you can't understand them.
Ah, so not celestial. Got it. Who knew that these evil things wouldn't be speaking celestial?
All right. Well, it's time for initiative.
Indeed.
Okay. Whatever you say, Dice.
So they updated that.
How the hell?
Three people are moving on 10.
well, no, one person and some spider monsters.
All right. Well, as per my usual house rule policy, PCs go before NPCs. So, Aurelia, somehow you're going first on the count of 10.
Wow. Okay, so to clarify, there are no I mean, you said there are civilians around, but are they sorry, I guess I'm just thinking about this because I have a thing that where it could matter who's nearby if they're literally in the process of attacking civilians, but
Well, the houses are close enough and not too terribly well built. I mean, you can see the damage right
okay,
next
but
to you.
there's no one in the streets, right?
Yeah, there is no one in the streets, but
Okay.
if your spell does a lot of damage...
No,
and-
it's not that, so it should be fine.
Okay, but just in case someone else gets any bright ideas, if your spell does a lot of physical damage and a house happens to be in its area of effect, there could be civilian casualties.
Well, it's a good thing I really only use Eldritch Blast.
Okay, I'm going to use Enemies Abound on this back one.
Okay,
So it has to make an intelligence save, or else it regards everything it can see as an enemy.
interesting.
Huh.
And intelligence...
Oh, unless these guys are immune to being frightened, are they?
They have advantage against frightened. But you don't know that, so...
Okay. But does that mean they get an advantage to the saving throw? Because
Yes.
it's not actually frightening them. It specifically says the creature automatically succeeds if it is immune to being frightened.
Well, it means it's a frightened type effect. Because, like, hypnotic pattern is technically a charm, even though it doesn't work like a charm spell.
Okay, well, you're the GM, so.
Yeah, basically the way to think of it is that you're trying to make it afraid that his friends are actually his enemies.
No, I'm not trying to make it afraid.
Well, either way, it succeeds.
Okay.
All right. Do you have any, or did you have any bonus actions you wanted to do?
Nope.
All right. Well, for this round, the small, I'll just call them, they're the Niyogi. The small Niyogi continue to ignore you guys and just keep trying to tear through the homes that they're attached to. However, the big one, on its turn, steps forward and demands, basically points you three out to the smaller Nyogi. And let me check here. Ruler. And, okay. So that's 10, so that's 20, 30 movement. And after evaluating the two of you, because both of you are now in range, it tries to use its mind control powers on Gruunaash.
So I'm guessing that's a saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw, yes. The Yogi do not know what monks are.
Hmm.
Uh-oh.
Well.
You are now forced to obey the Nyogi's instructions.
Oh,
On your
goddamn it.
turn, you are not allowed to make reactions of any kind, but the moment you take damage, you can repeat your saving throw.
Okay.
Gruunaash, you are probably fairly horrified when your own fists rise up and punch Aurelia in the back. Or actually, if your spear is
You
in your
asshole.
hands, you would use that.
Well, it probably would be since I'm getting ready to skewer these things, but yeah, no, my mind's not my own, unfortunately. Thankfully, bad rolls are pretty universal for me today.
Okay, well, thanks for not killing me.
Yeah. Yeah. The thing is, this Nyogi apparently doesn't know what the hell a monk is. So as it's controlling your arms, it's very inefficient with them. And besides that, Aurelia can just see you twitching weirdly and decides to jump out of the way when you push your spear forward. Lake.
Well, you know it. You love it. It's their signature spell. It's gonna get... That leader thing is gonna get 2 Eldritch Blasts right up its ass, hopefully. So it gets to... So here's the first Eldritch Blast. The 15 hit their AC.
It just hits.
Okay, I'm gonna just go ahead and roll the second one just to see if I can just roll double damage. Oh, well, okay. So 2d10 plus 10. Because I have a, my new invocation allows me to add my charisma modifier to my Eldritch Blast damage.
Mm-hmm.
So it takes 28 points of damage.
Hot damn!
It's not dead.
But does it break concentration? So I'm
It is
assuming
severely
in my
wounded,
control.
but it is not dead. And no, in fact, enslave is not a concentration.
Oh.
Ah.
Well,
Damn.
fly is technically, so I spend my bonus action maintaining that. Just...
Wait, do you need to spend your bonus action maintaining it?
I thought with concentration spells you need to spend a bonus action. Oh, no? Okay.
No. The thing about concentration is that if you cast another concentration spell, the old one automatically ends.
Okay.
And if you get hit with damage, you have to save or lose concentration.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, since I think humanoids fall at a rate of 120 feet every 6 seconds, I'm going to raise another 60 feet up in the air with my move action, because fly is a 60 feet per movement action. So this way, if I start falling, I can at least save myself and not take like 12d6 worth of fall damage. All right.
Mhm. Well, it does have a cooldown time, as I recall, too.
Yes.
So, Aurelia, things just got complicated.
Yeah. So Aurelia's going to use her new loot, and she's going to. Well, actually, hang on. She's going to use it to cast fly on herself. And then she's going to fly onto the roof of one of the nearby house or whatever.
Okay.
Or I mean, I guess she could just stay flying in the air.
Yeah.
She's
Up in the air. It's great
Well,
in the air.
hovering over the
Yeah,
roof,
and,
because she wants to get away from Gruunaash. So now Gruunaash can't attack anymore.
And he does not get a reaction, so you get away scot-free.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I guess that's her turn because she can't do anything else.
Casting the spell. Okay, let's see here. Well, this guy here climbs up onto the roof. And exactly how far up are you?
Well, I mean, far enough that she wouldn't be in melee range, but if it has a range thing or whatever, then probably. I don't know. Let's say she's. What did you say? It's 60 feet that you can move. So I guess
if it's acting as the spell, you get 60 feet per round. Yeah.
No, I mean it is the spell. She casts the spell with.
Oh, okay. Then yes, it's 60 feet.
So. Yeah. Okay. So she's. I mean, she doesn't have a huge. Let's say she's 20 feet above it or whatever. Because she doesn't have as long a range as Lake does. So.
All right. Well, the little guys actually can't move very far either. So the one that's closest to you just sort of flails its little legs uselessly. The other one skitters onto the roof on the right, and then the one on the left here just goes up to this building with the intent of climbing directly up it. You do notice, by the way, that these things can apparently climb on any surfaces, no matter how vertical.
Yeah, it's not that surprising.
So the big one points towards Lake, who's flying through the air, and you're not quite sure what he says, but he makes a point of going underneath the building here, smashing through the door, and taking cover.
You're only delaying the inevitable, bud.
Gruunaash, apparently on similar orders, runs into this ruined building here. So he and the larger Neogi are underneath rooftops.
Do I get any saving throw for trying to break out of it? Or?
Not until you get hurt. But every time you get hurt, you will get a saving throw. Lake.
All right. Well,
you do have two targets out in the open right now.
Yeah, and horizontal movement is also a thing. So I'm gonna. Can I see it from here, or am I just way too high up?
At this point, that's 3/4 cover.
If I were to lower,
I mean, you're at least 35 feet in the air there.
Oh god, I'm like 180 feet up in the air.
Okay, well then of course you can't see it from there.
So hold on, I was from here, so 5, 10, 15, 20.
In video game terms, it's
5.
basically its leg is sticking out.
5.
You might be able to hit that.
Okay,
but it's a very hard shot.
If I were to move over to like here-ish, which is I think as far as I can go, would I be able to reduce that to half cover?
No.
Okay.
Not from your height angle. No.
It's standing inside a door, so like or a doorway.
Yeah.
But again, the one on this rooftop and the one on this rooftop are out of cover.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping to kill the big thing so that way we could get Gruunaash back. But if that's
why he hid.
Yeah, no, I can tell if he's.
Just kill one of the ones that's.
I was
that's
going
not in cover.
to.
I get the thing because I don't need to be able to see it. So
Okay. So I'm going to make 2 Eldritch Blast attacks then. So if I can find the magic tab, that would be great. So this first one is against the one that's closest to me. Or would you prefer I take the one closer to you, Aurelia?
I don't care.
Okay, I'll take care of the one closer to me then. I'm pretty sure 27 hits. So this is an 18 hit.
The little ones, oh sure.
Okay, yeah. So
A 15 hits the big one, remember?
yeah, okay. So I will roll. I'm gonna roll. Let me see if this will kill the little one first. I'm just gonna roll one of the damage values for right now. Does a 14 kill it? Okay, so
it kind of explodes like one of those aliens in XCOM.
so the second one was actually aimed at that one then, and I will go ahead and roll the damage for that. 7.
Brown blood just spraying everywhere. Second one also dies.
Jesus Christ!
Well, confirmed they're weak as shit.
Aurelia.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna move over here a little bit. She doesn't need to be able to see this thing though to use distant whispers on it. It just has to be within 60 feet. So.
All right, and that's a saving throw, right?
Yeah, it's a wisdom saving throw.
All right. It actually has a positive modifier. These things. I mean, obviously a 1 doesn't help, but I'm just saying these things have strong minds.
Or bug things, yeah.
I mean, they kind of have to. They're going to try and enslave you.
Okay, so that's 15 psychic damage, and it has to run as far away from you as it can.
Well, sadly it can't, because it collapses instead.
Okay, cool. Well, who's got the more powerful brain now, you stupid bug?
It's Gruunaash. When you come out of mind control, you wouldn't exactly say that the haze has lifted, because you are clearly able to see your body move. It's just that suddenly when you tell your arm to go up, it actually goes up now. So
What the hell?
You're no longer imprisoned within your own mind. Good news.
As a free action, I just kind of shout up, "Sorry about that!"
It's okay.
Now, the little one that survived, strangely enough, does not seem to move. But you see another of the big ones around the corner here.
Oh, God damn it.
Oh, okay. There it is.
With 3 of the little ones in tow. And as soon as it sees flying enemies, it makes a point of using this corner here as cover.
I'm gonna help, buddy.
So because of that overhang on the right here, it Lake, you have no line of sight on it whatsoever.
Okay. I mean, that's not going to stop me. I can still move. Okay.
Right. Just letting you know how the battlefield looks. Gruunaash, you can take your own turn now.
So
I could see it coming up, right? I can tell Gruunaash that there's another one over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's how it spotted you and knew to run undercover.
Okay.
Okay, well, if I get informed of that, then my knowledge then is turn the corner, looking down the street, it's like, God.
Yep. The one on the left here is completely out of cover, in case that matters.
So I move to here, focus my energy, and towards the big one, I fire off Sacred Flame.
All right, that's a saving throw, yeah?
Yep, dex save. It gains no benefit from cover.
Right. Very specific about that, in fact.
Yes. Yeah, passes.
All right. Well, yeah, this is becoming more and more XCOM with it ducking behind the side of the building. All right, any bonus action things you want to do?
Not right now. Maybe a little bit later. Nothing right now.
All right, then. Lake, because of your angle, the two on the left here are out of cover. The one on the right here is under half cover, and the big one is under total cover.
Okay.
But of course, you could change that by moving.
Yeah, I'm about to do that. So it's like 40 feet to move here. And I look at the big one and I go, "You fucked up, son!"
Its shield turns yellow.
If I can find the right tab again, that'd be great. I don't think that'll hit it. That'll hit it, though.
Yes.
So... takes 10 damage.
Solid hit, but not enough to slow it down. Aurelia.
I'm going to. Well, we'll move over here a little bit. And then cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on the bug, the main bug.
Okay.
So it has to make a wisdom save.
Wisdom is 1.
Okay, so
It fails,
it
but
falls. Oh,
I'm just saying that you get immensely creeped out by the strange cacophonous cawing that it considers laughter.
yeah, I figured. Yeah, so it's falls prone, incapacitated, and can't stand, and it can roll again to try to save at the end of its turn, or when it takes damage.
All right. Well, it apparently issued an order before it fell over, because the little guys actually moved this time. Too bad they're really slow.
They must be slow if they're just spending their entire turn to move 20 feet. Jeez.
Yeah. They're little. I mean, they zip around relative to their size, but yeah, they don't have much size. Okay, so at the end of its turn, it gets another wisdom saving throw. Just confirming that.
Yes.
All right. Well, it still thinks your joke is hilarious.
Nice.
What did you tell it anyway?
It was spider humor. You wouldn't understand.
Gruunaash, your enemies have conveniently collected themselves together in a large pile.
Unfortunately, I don't have much in the way of AoE. So I'm just gonna have to run up to him and take sweet vengeance on him for trying to control my body.
Nice.
Whack.
Okay, yeah, that's a definite hit. Just saying.
They don't have much hit points, so
You should at least specify left or right here.
Go for the right one first.
Okay, this one seems, by the standards of these hatchlings, fairly tough. You stab it straight through its slippery neck, but it does not go down.
Well, you think you're tough guys, do you? And then I spend 1 key point to deliver a flurry of blows.
All right. By the way, you know you get 2 attacks at 5th level, right?
I'm not at 5th level with Monk yet.
Oh, right. It's delivered by class and not... Okay, yeah.
right.
Yep. Unfortunately, still need another level to get that. So, flurry of blows.
Right. Still got that.
Yep. And... hit. That's another 5.
All right, yeah, your follow-up kick to the wound that you inflicted, that makes it stay down.
Now I take the one on the left and go, this one's for you!
That hits.
Oh, it does. Oh,
Oh,
okay.
jeez. Okay.
But that does not kill. Barely.
Ah.
Lake, you're up.
All right. Well, since this stupid big thing is still currently down, and Gruunaash seems to have the little ones handled, they are going to spend their turn hulking out. Just because I'm pretty sure this is not the last that we will see, the last ones we're going to see. So, even though I'm already flying, I do get bonus radiant damage to 1 attack that connects per round. So that's why I'm bringing that up. So my eyes glow like this sort of pastel purple, and I guess pastel purple semi-transparent wings just form at my back, even though I'm already flying. And that's my turn because that's an actual action to activate.
Yep. Aurelia, the enemies on the ground are thinning.
Yeah. Well, I do wish I had more things that could affect multiple creatures.
Something to think about, something to consider.
Yeah, well, the problem is the bar just doesn't get much of that. Like, I do have, like, I just got my first spell that can, like, hit a bunch of things at once, not counting sleep, because that's kind of weird in that respect, which is fear. But fear is apparently not great against these guys, so it's also better when we have more people in melee range with enemies.
Mm-hmm.
So Aurelia's just going to crossbow the wounded one, try to finish it off for Gruunaash.
Are you within short range?
I assume that the short range is 30, so she can move down a little bit to get within short range of it. Okay.
All right, but I think you need to move 5 feet up because the rooftop you're on is 20 feet up. That's why it's got that number there.
Yeah. No, I know. I mean, if she just goes down to, well, I don't know. She can go like here and just. I mean, if she were just at roof level, or I guess if you're at roof level, she could attack. If she were just okay, you know what? I'll just go here. and say she's 20 feet in the air, so that should work, right?
Right.
Or I mean, 15 feet in the air, whatever.
Well, once you're in place, you hit.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I just realized where I am, and the thing I just used, people are probably looking at me as a literal guardian angel right now. Shit.
Also, it's dead.
Or
I don't care what you
do
roll.
magic.
It's dead.
Yeah, I mean, it's 1d6 plus 3, so the minimum is 4, so I assume it's enough to kill it.
It had 1 hit point left.
Okay, well, even more so then. All right,
So yes.
their turn.
All right. Undismayed by the death of their brothers, the 2 tiny Nyogi rush forward and attack Gruunaash. And each one gets a bite attack. Each one sucks.
Nope.
You are fully in control of this melee. Speaking of in control, let's see what happens here. Nope.
Nope.
Kind of pathetic, really.
Yeah,
But
well,
there
that's
is
about
one-
to end either way, so.
There is one more wrinkle, though.
Damn it.
2 more creatures enter the fray.
What the fuck? Is that a My Little Pony?
No.
What?
Why does it have a beer hat?
Because I found that online and I had to put it in.
Bobbin, have I mentioned lately how much you are a great GM?
All right. See here. How fast is it? Oh my goodness.
It's still going before me.
And the big guy. Now you can also you can roll nature to figure out what the big guy is.
Okay.
Well, I can't see it yet, so.
I have no clue.
No, you don't. All right, but I got stats up here, so it gets a +1.
That's another thing moving on to.
Oh boy.
Shit. Okay.
All right, let's rearrange everybody and then
So that's 4 turns up to this point.
drop it down to the current round.
And that's awful.
And Gruunaash. It's your turn, but you aren't quite aware of the new combatants.
Nope, I'm focusing on these 2 that are trying to bite me. I'm like, you made a mistake pissing me off. To the bottom one.
Oh dear.
Oh, jeez. Kill it dead.
9.
Splat.
Yeah.
Okay, so the one that's over to my left, can I judge whether it's as weak as the others, or does it look a bit stronger? Is there a way I can...
Well, it looked about as strong as one of them, but the one you just killed just sort of you're almost sorry for how fast it went down. It's like it looks like it was going to dodge your spear, but then your spear was through its neck before it did anything.
Gruunaash is sorry, don't lie to the people.
Well, not in this. Well, you're not sorry in the sense that you don't think it needed to die. You're just sorry that it never really got a chance to live. He was so scrawny.
But the other one isn't as scrawny, I'm guessing.
Anyway, there's still the one to your left, and that one looks, compared to the other ones you've killed, fairly tough.
Okay, so it's going to be a flurry of blows time then. So strike one.
That'll do.
Check damage first. 7.
Not dead. You made
Okay.
the right choice.
And number 2. Oh. Almost a crit. That would have been overkill. Oh. Didn't want to do that.
You're spending all your good attack rolls here.
They pissed him off.
Oh, I can imagine. And yeah, minimum damage, still good enough.
And as my movement, I walk up to the laughing thing.
And then you can see these guys.
Yeah. And then I look over and like...
Yeah, I guess I should have told you guys about those.
Well, you haven't really had time because of the simultaneity effect. Basically, as soon as it appears around the corner of this building here, it fires Eldritch Blasts at you. And yes, it does have range.
Fuck. Wait, hold on. Normally Eldritch Blast only has a range of 100.
I know.
Oh.
I am aware.
Damn.
It still has range.
This is Bobbin's revenge for just me flying away from all the encounters.
And just when you were complimenting him too.
No, Bobbin, never mind. I changed my mind. You suck.
Well, this is a compliment to me. Okay, so...
In the meantime, can I roll that name?
Fuck you!
I can see things.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, shit.
Apparently, he set his Eldritch Blast to blind fire.
He's got lake rolls.
In fact...
So much for that. Okay, never mind.
Gruunaash, you see a giant... You see a giant hulking insectoid thing, and you think, hey, maybe that's the end result of these little ones. Maybe they grow up into that guy.
That's just convincing the Gruunaash more that it needs to die.
Lake.
All right.
Both your new opponents are undercover.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to move over here. I'm assuming that no longer cover?
Well, the Niyogi is still undercover thanks to this tree here.
Oh, the tree. Oh, it's the tree.
But the Umber Hulk you have a clear shot on the Umber Hulk.
Okay, so where did I start? I started like here, right? If I move here instead, would it still be cover?
It would not.
Okay, I'm gonna move there because I want to fucking like show this guy. I don't want to brag yet. Hold on. Before I say anything, I'm gonna roll first.
Probably a good order of events.
Does the 17 hit? Because I'm pretty sure the 20 hits.
Both hit.
Okay, I'm gonna show this motherfucker how Eldritch Blast is supposed to work. I go, hey, you motherfucker, look at this, and then I roll 2d10, and then my charisma is plus 10, and then my level is plus 5. It takes 24 damage, 5 of which is radiant.
Okay, let's see here.
And this is how Lake turns into the cool kid.
All right, yeah, you're dealing some damage to it.
By the way, the way I fired that instead of out of my staff was through my middle finger.
All right, but it does have to zap across from your staff.
I mean, that is fair.
Aurelia.
Mm-hmm.
You are still unaware of this further battle, but something seems to have gotten Lake's attention, because off he went, or off they went.
Gruunaash is also looking that
I
direction
mean,
as well.
I can imagine that Aurelia saw 2 Eldritch Blasts shoot kind of almost nowhere near Lake.
Yeah, I mean, I assume she sees that something's up. How far? She can get pretty far.
Also, you would have to fly up, considering you only have 15 feet, if I remember.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, the rooftops
sure.
here are pretty tall.
Yeah, I mean, she can get like here pretty easily with room to spare. I assume by this point she can see them.
Oh yeah, yeah. And if you want to roll
Okay.
nature as well, then
Sure, might as well. Come on.
Please, somebody know what an Umber Hulk actually is.
Probably not.
Probably not. We're all so stupid.
no. With a 10, you know that. Oh, hey, that's an Umber Hulk. You remember it because it's hulking and it's umber.
Good to know.
But from what little you remember, it's supposed to be some sort of underground creature. It's kind of weird that it's coming in from the sky with these strange eel spiders.
I mean, that is strange. Is it a... What kind of action is it to use that pearl thing to regain a spell slot?
That's a full action.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it sucks.
All right.
It's
Well,
valuable. That's why.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
no, I mean, that's fair. I in that case, probably won't. All right. Well, I'll tell another joke then. To the Umber Hulk, I suppose.
Would that end the effect? No, because it's not concentration.
Oh no, it is concentration. You're right. I forgot the other one going.
Okay.
In that case,
You can cast non-concentration spells.
Yeah. No, I know. Yeah, I do have a lot of concentration spells now that I think about it.
So do I.
Well, I mean, as long as it doesn't. As long as it doesn't.
Okay, well, I'll use Dissonant Whisper. And I'll cast it as a second full spell. So. Or I suppose I should use it on the... No, I'll use it on the Umber Hulk. Okay. So, it's a Wisdom saving throw.
On the Hulk or on the...
On the Hulk.
Okay.
How wise is the Hulk?
Not that. Not so much.
Okay. Well, it does 15 damage and it runs away from me.
Okay. You're not quite sure if it did any damage. In fact, it's kind of odd, but
Okay, it's psychic damage. But
no, I'm saying it didn't seem to even flinch.
okay.
But even so, it does run. Well, let me just get the ruler out. Yeah, roughly to this square over here.
Okay.
And into a tree. Bonk.
All right, and on its turn, it takes those massive, thick arms of its and digs straight into the ground.
Weird.
Okay.
Disappearing from sight.
I yelled at this thing, hey guy, your buddy ran away.
All right. Meanwhile, the poor neglected normal Nyogi up here, it gets to make another saving throw. Let's see. Oh, right. Aha! It finally gets its laughing under control. However, it is still prone, Gruunaash.
Yep. I'm staring right down at it.
Advantage.
Hey, the asshole friend tried to control me. You can pay for it. All right, that's with advantage, isn't it?
Yeah, that is with advantage.
Okay, second roll. A little bit better. So it doesn't
That'll
matter
do.
too much. Okay. At this point, I'm also going to use my Orcish Fury and roll another weapon dice in addition to the damage. So that's another 1d6.
Wait, that's the feat you took?
Yep.
Right.
One perk of the feat that I took at least. And I can't use it again until I finish a short rest. So that's another 5, so that's 14.
Okay. Noted. You have pinned it to the ground with your spear. But it is still wriggling around.
That's why I'm going to stomp on it.
Jeez, you keep rolling minimum damage with that.
I know,
giant
it's
blows
tough.
thing.
Good thing you got a really nice bonus, though.
Yeah.
All right. You flurrying? It's not
It
dead.
doesn't have yet.
But it is close.
Kill it before it can take over your mind again.
Yeah. I take another stomp at it.
You stomp
There
its
you
neck
go.
flat. You stomp its neck flat.
Alright, what's next?
We've got a big old bug that just went underground. I'm pretty sure it's going to pop up again soon, so you can probably take care of that. That'd be cool.
On it, whenever it comes back up.
All right. The Nyogi ducks into the ruin building here, giving it 3/4 cover from lake and half cover from the west approach. It also chooses to use its enslave power on lake.
Wait, how much of a fucking range does the enslaved power have?
Oh, right. It does have a range. My mistake. It fires Eldritch Blasts at you.
Okay. I'd actually rather that. The 17 hits.
Finally. All right. $11 damage.
Oh, it also has the thing where it can add a charisma bonus to it. That's fun.
Yes, it does. And I did not modify its entry in any way, by the way.
Cool. Depressing. Cool.
Kind of weird, huh? All right, but it is your turn.
All right. Is there anywhere I can fly where I can get at least mitigate its cover to maybe none or at least half?
You have to swing around to the left, about here or so.
Okay, is
That'll
that
get you half cover.
okay? Well, in that case, it has half cover, so let's.
It's got a good chest-high wall of debris in front of it now.
Mm-hmm. Well, okay, that would probably miss. 1d10 plus 5 plus 5. It takes 14 damage, 5 of which is radiant.
All right, that strikes home. It doesn't seal the deal, though.
Ah.
Oh, it's my turn again.
Yep.
All right. Well, how about? Can I just delay my action until after Gruunaash? I want to use Dissonant Whispers on the thing, but I want Gruunaash to be able to threaten it with an opportunity attack before I do. So
Yes.
okay.
You prepare your spell for when Gruunaash does something.
Yeah. For after he attacks it, basically.
And I can kill that turn. So it's Gruunaash. It will not have cover if you're right next to it.
Yeah, please kill this thing for me, please.
Are you sure you don't want me to keep an eye out for this thing?
I'd rather
For the other thing, if it comes back, we can just kill it. There's no point leaving this one alive to help us.
Yeah.
Okay, your call then.
I don't.
Well, what could you conceivably do to keep an eye out for it? I don't understand.
Watch for it coming out of the ground.
What does that accomplish, though? That doesn't accomplish anything.
Could ready an action to run up to it and punch it if it.
I guess, but he's the only one that it can attack any.
Yeah.
And he's not going to be able to kill it in one hit. So
Plus, you'd have to get lucky. You can't ready a movement.
Oh, okay. And then just go up and punch this thing for me, please. Yes.
All right, fine. Here we go.
If it gets 2 good hits in, I could possibly fall to 0 hit points.
Okay, well, going in with the spear.
17 hits.
Okay. That's a 9.
All right. Much to your surprise, this one seems to be able to defend itself against you. I mean, you're still hitting, but...
Well, I'm going to keep trying to hit until it either gives up or I do. So, my final one. 36 hits. Gonna go for the second one as well, because I don't think 1 is going to be enough to kill it. Okay, both hits. So, total of 2d4 plus 8. Yeah, that's right. Okay. No, 13.
It does not go down.
okay, well, I'm Dissonant Whispering hitting it right now, so
Yep.
it has to make a Wisdom saving throw.
You trigger that straight off. And so it rolls. Damn.
Holy.
Okay.
It's dead. You have more dice than it has hit points.
Yeah.
Cool.
Nate, what do you do?
I'm going to ready an action. As soon as that thing pops out, I'm going to shoot my Eldritch Blasts at it.
Fair enough. Aurelia?
I mean, Aurelia could ready something, but while she's got the ability to fly, she's just going to fly around a little bit and like see if she can find it. I don't know. It's about as far as she can go. Just in case it reemerged somewhere else and we didn't see it.
And that's still 60 feet away from your original spot, right?
I think it's less than 60. I can check. Yeah, it's like 60. Yeah, it's less than 60.
Okay.
She's also going to use that pearl of power, I guess, if she doesn't see it.
All right, but that would be your action instead of readying. Just
Right.
saying.
I know. No, I know. I'm just. There's nothing that amazing she could ready. So.
Okay. Then let me just see what it does here. Okay, so it pops out of the ground immediately next to Gruunaash.
All right, then that triggers my ready to action.
Very rude.
Does 20 hit?
Yes.
All right, so 2d10 plus 10 plus 5. 32, 5 of which is radiant.
32, okay. Wait, no, that's
I was
15. I typed in 15. Okay, yeah, that is crunching away at the chitinous plates that qualifies its skin.
glad I hulked out.
Gruunaash, before you
Yes.
do anything, roll a charisma saving throw.
Charisma.
Charisma.
Oh.
Womp womp.
Okay. You cannot take reactions, and roll a d8.
A D8. Okay. 4.
Okay. You looking at its eyes, you the world seems to fall out of focus. You're not
You're in
quite
love.
sure what's the world, including it, falls out of focus. You're not quite sure where anything is, and at the moment you're having trouble maintaining your balance. And you waste your turn doing nothing.
Confused fuck.
Lake,
All right, well,
you are too far in the sky to get a good look at the thing's eyes.
good.
As far as you know, Gruunaash is just sort of standing back, letting you get the kill.
So I point my staff, and as I'm doing my spell, I'm like, Drew, you okay, buddy? Well, the natural 1 doesn't hit, but
The 23 does.
yes. So E10 plus 5 plus 5. 17. 5 radiant. Not that I think this thing has any particular resistances or weaknesses to radiant damage, but you know.
It is nice to specify.
Yep.
Aurelia.
Let's just Tasha said he's laughter it. Why not?
What's the range on that spell?
It's actually only 30 feet. Okay, I'll move closer. Yeah, that's good. So it's a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Let me just make sure it's got nothing that protects it from that. By the way, I think Tasha's is a charm spell, so I probably should have been rolling there. Hit the one dude's saving throws twice.
Is it?
I think it is.
Okay. I mean,
How does a 14 sound?
yeah, that's a failure. So
The Umber Hulk is not amused, or is it amused?
it is amused.
Okay, it's failure.
The DC is 16, so.
right. It is prone. And so it makes its second saving throw on its turn and gets the exact same result. Gruunaash, make a charisma saving throw.
Alrighty, let's hope I don't get the same as last time. That's considerably better.
It is. It's not good enough. Roll a d8.
Dang.
Six.
Okay, let's see here.
Damn it. I should have given you. Oh well.
Another one.
Yeah.
Four.
Okay, so you in an attempt to keep your balance, you randomly wander through and for as far as you're able.
Which I'm sorry?
What's your movement speed?
That would be 40 feet.
Okay, so you move 10, 20, 30. Yeah, you end up like going all the way through the house, just wandered straight away.
Okay. This is my turn. Well, it's prone, so I guess I get disadvantage on these rolls, but all my stuff is ranged. I don't have anything that does melee spell attacks. So, just gonna roll this in twice in disadvantage. Oh well, still might hit. Nope. Okay. Well, the second one definitely misses, but does the first one hit? Bobbin?
Not reacting.
Does it hit?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
Yeah, he obviously can't hear Bobbin.
No,
Or
I heard
can you
it. I heard it now because I unmuted him on Discord. I don't know why I can't hear him on Roll20, but I can hear him on here. So yeah, I missed. Cool.
That happens mid-session.
Yeah, it might be having connection problems there, and I'm hearing your voice fluctuate a bit. Colin said it's not.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the complete miss.
Okay. Well, I mean, at least it doesn't get any saves to end Tasha City's laughter anyway.
Oh. Aurelia. Charisma save.
Oh.
You had to get within 30 feet.
Well, really, charisma is hopefully.
Yeah. Eyes and the world starts to sort of haze around you, but where everything is, so you don't let it bother you.
Okay. Huh. So it's still laughing. Wait, where'd the turn tracker go?
I think Bobbin may have closed it by accident.
It's actually it's kind of weird because its mandibles are like clicking together. It's making no actual sounds out of its mouth.
Yeah. Okay, I guess Aurelia will just ready an action to fire her crossbow at it, and she'll do that after its turn.
Ah, yeah,
Might as well let it waste its turn again.
fair enough. And it gets... Oh, whoop. Ignore the second one. I double-clicked.
Well, the DC is 16, so.
Yep, so it is not laughing anymore, but it
Okay.
is still prone for the moment.
Right. So it's gonna be. Damn. Oh well.
Yeah.
Still,
She
you
has
ready the action? Might as
disadvantage.
well
Yeah.
fly.
Nope. Misses.
Well, if it's any consolation, you would have missed either way.
Exactly.
Gruunaash, the world has settled back into place now that you can't see this thing.
What? God damn
What is it with you and getting mind controlled today?
I wish I knew! I know what just happened to me, I'm assuming. I'm gonna go through the house, that I literally just walked through, and start beating this thing in its dumb face.
All right, so you're not going to bother averting your eyes from its eyes? Because I'm just going to say that you clearly have a cause and effect there that you can figure out.
I mean, the only thing about the eyes is that
Well, basically, if you avert your gaze, you get disadvantage, but you have advantage from it being prone, so you'd be rolling normally.
Well, I guess since it's laying on the ground, then yeah, I can get an idea of where it is with my eyes
Look up,
closed.
stab down.
Pretty much. Okay, so something must be. I get a good starting point. Is
That's 7.
deal with everything else. So all I can really do is use a bonus action to try and kick at its chin or something.
That does not hit. You in fact kick it the center of one of those big.
At least I know it's still there.
All right, and it's at this point that figure flies over from the east.
Um,
And he's shouting, "Thank the Empress, you're safe. Are you okay? What is this thing on the ground?"
I don't know, but we're killing it pretty dead.
I don't know if I can handle another lake.
Let me help. And he waits at you, and you. Let me check my notes. Nine hit points back.
Who, me? You were cutting out there.
Okay, he waves his hand. Light seems to descend from the sky. You get 9 hit points back.
Oh, okay. So, okay, cool. Like, no, it's fine. I got it. Didn't need that, but okay.
And it's your turn.
All right, I'm going to ready in action as soon as this thing
The
starts.
Umber Hulk is still prone.
Yep, I'm gonna ready in action as soon as this thing starts getting unprone. Fucking Eldritch Bolt into the ass.
I'm getting nothing at all
No, I wasn't talking though.
from.
Hello? Did that not go through? This is stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear me?
Well, okay. I don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know if I've been trying to
Okay,
say
well, I mean-
that I can ready in action to shoot it with Eldritch Blast when it becomes unprone. I typed that in and then sent it, and now.
Okay. Ready in action to cast. Is that allowed? Oh, right. That again. It's not good enough. Okay.
What the fuck?
Not
Hello? Okay, this is just stupid. I hate this.
ends up on its turn, and then I use it. Then it has to run away as far as it can. It won't have enough movement to run back and attack Gruunaash or whoever.
Hi, hello?
actually, that would work. I can hear you now.
Okay, I've readied in action to shoot it when it becomes unprone.
Yep, we got it.
Okay.
Yep. You typed that, so that was
Well, I didn't know if that had gone through, considering my connection.
okay.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So I guess we're both doing that when it becomes unprone.
Pure machinations, it becomes unprone.
Cool.
Okay. I guess Kaon can go first.
Twenty hits. 5 plus 5. Ah, come on!
It is not going down. Whispers, that's wisdom?
Yep. And I'm casting it at third level. Which is a saving. Oh, god damn it. Okay, well, that's fine. I still get to do psychic damage. I just do half damage.
I gotta get a good roll sometime.
Oh yeah, no, it's not that it's a bad roll. It's just, oh wait, hang on. I can't affect its saving throws with my thing, can it? I'm pretty sure I can't. That would be overpowered. Let me just check.
I think there might only be
Yeah, ability check, attack damage. Okay. Yeah, so I'll just do half damage, which is still not bad. So 9 psychic damage.
All right. That does not put it at the floor yet, so it finally gets to take a turn. Gruunaash, tell me your armor class quick.
AC 18.
And well, you're getting the full
Oh boy.
full faceful this time.
You're getting the Wumbo
Are
card.
any of those close to your AC?
The 19 is.
Okay. Well, I'll use I'll try to stop it from hitting you with that by using my cutting words. So
Actually, you used your reaction to ready a spell, so you can't use it again.
oh right, that takes your reaction. Okay,
Yes.
cool. Sorry, I forgot that's how that worked. Too bad. Gruunaash.
The whole
Eh.
combo. Oh my god!
Yeah, I'm straight KO'd. You just see like
Hey, Padaris,
You-
maybe
you-
you could have saved that thing for my friend there, but okay.
yeah, it's basically the Hulk punching Thor, just boom.
All right. Well, mark your hit points down to 0. And make a death saving throw. That's a
Oh
straight.
boy!
That's a straight D20. Let's see what you get.
Yeah, I thought it was a dice for that. Nope.
That is 1 failure. Padaris, seeing this.
Oh, hang on. I almost forgot about this ability.
Oh, yeah.
Relentless endurance. Yeah.
Ability, relentless endurance.
Attack that reduced him to 0 HP will instead reduce him to 1. And because of
You
my
are,
class
in
ability,
fact, still up.
with 1 hit point. And I can make a reaction to make 1 weapon attack after using it. That's also another benefit from Orcish Fury. So I am down to
You are
1 hit point.
furious orc.
You just see me bloody, bruised, bleeding, but I'm like, I will have this!
You just no-selled that utter beating you took.
It's like that
18?
part in Avengers where Hulk just smashes Loki everywhere, and Loki's just standing there, conscious of going, "Oh!"
Yeah, except this is a screaming, bleeding orc.
Yeah,
Does an 18 hit?
And 18 hits.
kill the motherfucker.
I hope it does.
Ooh, no.
Not with that. God
Don't
damn
worry,
it.
I'll kill the motherfucker.
It's not quite that cinematic.
Okay. Yeah. Since I'm at 1 HP, I do still get my turn. I'm assuming after that.
So yeah, not
I'm
quite
guessing
that.
charisma saving throw because I'm that up close.
Oh yeah, you do still have to deal with that.
Yep.
Yeah, you didn't avert your eyes for this.
Roll a
11.
D8.
Seriously, what is with you and getting your mind fucked with this encounter?
Oh, that's a 1.
Good news. You stay in place, so it doesn't get to use its reaction on you.
Bad news.
No, that's it.
There's
Well,
no bad news.
The bad
Oh.
news is that it confused you. Right. So Podaris, seeing this,
Heal my friend Doris, please.
he does.
Cool, good.
He floats down a little bit further. He is still actually well out of range of the confusion eyes, and he gives Gruunaash 17 hit points.
Is his eyes glowing, and does he have like glowing wings?
Yes.
Okay, what color are they?
Same as yours.
God damn it.
Wow, I can't believe that they would be the same as
I didn't
Weird.
know the color was the colors you
Obviously.
choose. What, like it's your own personal choice. I didn't know that was hereditary.
All right, but that was his action. So, Lake, it's back to you.
Oh, fuck this thing. Just fuck this thing. I hate it. Hate it. I hate it! No!
Oh,
Why?
no. They're bouncing off those plates. Those plates, man.
My dad being here is ruining everything.
Aurelia, you are still within 30 feet.
Yeah, okay, cool. Yes.
Aurelia, you are still nailing these
I
rolls.
charm it. Okay, yeah, whatever. Dissonant Whispers again. Cast a level 2 spell to your stupid wisdom saving throw, you dumb bug thing.
Nope.
Yeah, fucking fail. So
Once again, you have more dice than it has. Oh, wait, no, it does actually have a little more health than that.
okay, does it have 15 health? No, it's dead.
No. It keels over. Finally stops moving. Gruunaash, you finally are able to take control of your own brain again.
And the moment I do, I just start wailing on the corpse, just
I float down.
orchestrating, just flipping out.
I float down and I go, dude, we really need to like look into fixing your brain or something.
No, until I fix this damn
No,
corpse.
it's dead, dude. It is no more. It has ceased to be. It has shuffled this mortal coil. This, my friend, is an ex-Umber Hulk.
Gruunaash is still just wailing on it.
Okay, well, that's fine, I guess.
All right. And as you survey the rest of the city, you notice that the floating castle is listing dangerously to one side. Two of the smaller ships are just gone, missing entirely. A third one is on fire.
Sorry, I need to go for a minute. It's urgent. Just fill me in when I get back.
All right, a third one is on fire, and the big one is not making any move to attack. You suspect that there may be some sort of battle ongoing on deck. As for the town below, the sounds of fighting haven't disappeared completely, but they were louder before.
Well, it seems like we've basically won then. Cool. Go us.
And Padaris rather tentatively approaches Lake and says, listen, I don't pretend to understand the whole they thing, but you are my child. And I never want you to think that you are alone in this world again. I kept my distance when you returned to the holy city. I only came now because I thought you might need help. I'll go now. But if you ever need help, remember.
I may have been a bit of an asshole, we'll just say, the first time we met. Kind of a big thing to spring on me before, but yeah. I appreciate the help, Doris. And then I hold my hand out to shake. And I say, please don't take this as an invitation to hug.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
He accepts your hands, and he looks like he really wants to hug you, but he keeps his distance.
Okay, a little hug, I guess.
You get a bear hug.
Okay, this is more than a little hug. I say as I do that thing where I am uncomfortable being hugged. But it's okay, that's enough. You can let go now.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah, he lets go quickly enough. He just, sorry, you're my child. I still can't believe you even exist.
Oh,
And if you ever want to meet your brothers and sisters, you know where you can find us.
yeah, I guess.
You have a whole family waiting for you, Lake.
It's fine. I'm still kind of dealing with one right now, so
And Padaris floats away.
okay. Well,
Meanwhile, while family emotional shit's going on, all you hear is
Still stomping on the Umberhope.
dude, you got
Don't
some on my
think
feet.
again. Gruunaash just kind of looks for a moment at Blake, just orcish anger in his eyes, and then turns back to the thing and then just keeps wailing on it.
Okay, well, all right. I'm going to go get a bath now, I guess, or something, and I walk the opposite way of Padaris.
And Aurelia's going to go finish her breakfast, which is probably cold by now.
Well, you were having a late breakfast in the first place, if you were.
Yeah. No, I figured she was. She probably slept in. I mean, she's been performing, right? So,
Late nights.
she probably has late nights.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right.
But
We done for the session?
yeah, that's it.
Cool. Talk to you guys later.
Later.
See you later.
Good night. Hope you had fun.
Good night.
Oh, Bobbin, I'm actually super glad that you did not ask me to roll deception because Lake was kind of lying out of his ass. I can't hear you. Hold on.
Yeah, he left.
Yeah.
Would have to tell me that you're lying for me to have you roll deception.
Oh, do you want me to roll deception right now? And because I'm pretty good at deception. Hold on. I am recording it so you can look back on the VOD and see.
Again, yeah, you do that.
Okay. Can I have an advantage because he probably wants to believe me?
Wait for me to get all the way in before rolling.
Okay.
Okay, I can see the sidebar now.
Okay. Can I roll in advantage because he really super wants to believe me?
No.
Aw, dang. Well, he probably believes me.
All right. And out of curiosity, what part of that were you lying about?
Let's see. What exactly did I say anyway? Like I said.
Yeah, you didn't really commit to anything.
Oh, yeah. Well, then I guess I didn't really lie. Oh well. I rolled a 26 to just general, like, hey, I don't actually mean what I say. I don't know. Oh well. I didn't really commit to anything, so. Okay. Never mind.
All right, then.
Now I will stop the recording.